Welcome back, mamas, to Tired as a Mother, your realistic guide on sleep training your baby successfully. So let's begin. Are you ready? Well, you made it to Module 4. This is our last module. We do have one more bonus section if you would like to listen to some tips and tricks and stuff my final thoughts. You are welcome to listen to that one, but this is the last one, kind of in instructing a successful sleep training. I'm going to be talking about baby monitors. So I feel baby monitors are not necessary unless for naps. My thoughts are it's not necessary to hear every noise your baby makes. You will hear your baby without having it amplified in your ear. If you do have a monitor, turn the sound off and just use the lights, which cues you to soft sound, and then the lights get either brighter or turn from green to red when it gets more of that loud crying sound. But most of us, even if you are living in a normal sized house, as a mom, you will wake up when you hear your baby crying. So use monitors sparingly, please. So think about it. Do you wake up during the night and need to readjust? Yes, we all do. And babies do that too. So when they wake up, if it is not time for them to eat, let's say you look at the clock and it's an hour and a half, not the 3-hour mark yet, give them 10 or 15 minutes before you go in and try and assess the situation. After that time, you may go in and assess if they did not fall back asleep. So I guess then I'm asking, did they fall back asleep or get louder? If they got louder, obviously go in and check. Maybe they got out of their swaddle and they woke themselves up. Maybe they are a pacifier baby and their pacifier fell out. Assess the situation, okay? But my biggest tip would be give it some time and literally set a timer, because 1 minute of hearing your baby cry feels like, oh my gosh, they've been crying for 15 minutes. And it really hasn't. It's been one. And that's okay. They can cry. That is their way of talking. So give it some time. I suggest going somewhere, not just sitting there right outside their room listening to it, because that just breaks a mama's heart. So go take a shower. Do something where you're going to be gone just for that 10 to 15 minutes and then reassess the situation. If you do need to go in, let's say baby didn't fall asleep, or let's say you're doing this course and you're basically having to retrain your baby because you didn't do stuff like this in the beginning, it's gonna be an adjustment. So it's gonna take a week or so until they get used to the new routine. So if you do need to go in, do not turn lights on. Do not make eye contact. This snaps them out of that drowsy stage. And don't talk. This just adds stimulus that they don't need if they should be sleeping. So assess what's wrong, but let them know that it is time for bed, and I'm not going to come in here and visit with you right now. So think about it. Babies can't talk. They communicate by crying. So I want you to pretend that your baby is just yelling to you when they're crying in their crib in a real mean teen, do your best teen voice in your head. Hey mom, I know I'm tired and I'm cranky, but I still want to play. Okay, so give them a sassy teen voice. Don't think of them as your sweet little baby thinking that you don't love them. And by you not going in there, you're actually communicating back. No, I love you, and you actually need to sleep, and mommy needs some time too. So I want the mom guilt to go away, okay? This is not saying your baby should cry for an hour, but if they are fed, their diaper is clean, and they are in a safe place to sleep, there is no reason why they can't lay in there and fall asleep on their own. The exception to monitors when it comes to what I did is During nap time, I found it very helpful to have a monitor because during nap time is usually when I got busy. That's when I got my stuff done. Um, if I didn't pass out myself. But during nap time, you're more distracted by getting the stuff done, and you might be in a different part of the house. You might even be outside. Um, I find absolutely nothing wrong if my baby is sleeping in their crib, if I go work out in my flower garden or do something like that and bring a monitor with me or just keep track of the time. You are in your same yard. So don't feel like you are a prisoner to your house or even to a certain part of your yard or whatever. You're there, and if baby is safe and in a place where they can't get out, do not feel bad about going outside and reading a book and soaking up some sun. So use a monitor during this time so that you can feel comfortable being outside or being in a different part of your house and not worrying if your baby woke up. You will also just get to know your baby's routine and how long they normally sleep, and it usually gets very much of a routine that you know about the time that they're going to wake up anyways. So this was a nice short one today, mamas. So today's assignment is just grab that notebook. I want you to keep going over your goals, okay? How much sleep should baby get? How much sleep should you get? Is number 3 here is think about, is your monitor helping or hindering you? I know nowadays monitors are more of the video monitor, so it is completely fine to know how your baby's sleeping and what they're doing, but just don't get obsessive where it's keeping you awake, I guess is how I should say it. We want baby to be safe and we want baby to sleep well, but you don't need to hear every little whimper. Okay? So lastly, if you are taking this course in the act of desperation, I pray it paves a way for you and your family to get more sleep. Until next time, mamas.